Hello and welcome to Focus Prep Current Affairs session. This is going to be important for all USSC aspirants, the RRB aspirants, all the state PCS exams, those who are appearing for the state PCS exams. This session is going to be very important for you, okay? So in this session, we'll discuss the most important current affairs, and along with that, I will also discuss the static, GK and everything that you need to understand. Okay, so any and every explanation I will provide. Once you go through this lecture, then you can download the PDF. This is the PDF, okay, and this is available in our Telegram channel. The link of our Telegram channel will be given in the comment section. Please go to the comment section and from there click on the link, join our Telegram channel, and there you will get the PDF of this current affairs and all the PDFs that we provide. Okay. Now this is a new YouTube channel, as you can understand. If you are benefiting from our current affairs session, then please subscribe and share with your friends. Okay. Now this session is going to be in English, okay, like we conduct all our sessions. This will be in English. You're a government job aspirant, you're expected to understand, read and write basic English, right? So I'll go a bit slow, okay? So in case you are having a bit of difficulty in understanding, you can watch it a little bit slowly, but if you're fluent in English, then you can watch it in 1.5x also, okay? So just go through this session once, okay, this lecture. You will understand fully. You will not need to be memorizing any of the current affairs, okay? So just go through this whole video once, and after that just give a thorough reading to the PDF. You will get the PDF in our Telegram channel, and we also provide MCQs in our Telegram channel, okay? So go and join the Telegram channel. There you solve these MCQs. I don't think you will have any difficulty in remembering these current affairs after that, okay? So now let's start today's session. Today we will be discussing the 17th October current affairs, right? So let's see what the first current affairs is all about. See, NASA's Europa Clipper begins mission to explore Jupiter's moon Europa. So NASA has recently launched a mission, okay, Europa Clipper mission. And what is this mission all about? Let's see. Now this Europa moon is the moon of Jupiter, okay? This is a moon of Jupiter. Now Jupiter is the largest planet, right? It is the largest planet of our solar system, and Europa is one of its moons, okay? So this NASA's Europa Clipper has been launched on a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket, okay? SpaceX is a company, it's a space company, as you know, and on this Europa Clipper mission has been launched. And why has this mission been launched? What is the aim? See, the goal of this mission is to find out, the primary goal of this mission is to find out if Europa has any subsurface ocean that can support life. Okay, so under the surface, just below the surface, if there is any ocean, that this mission will find out. Now, why ocean? See, the first form of life on Earth was also found in ocean, okay? So the life forms that evolved, the first form was amoeba, right? So this amoeba, this form of life first evolved from the ocean system itself, okay? And then after that life came to be on land, okay? So that is why they are trying to discover if there is any ocean. In that case, Europa will be able to support extraterrestrial life. Then we can get to understand if there is any extraterrestrial life there, okay? Now this mission has been launched now, so it is expected to arrive by April 2030, okay? And this is NASA's first mission which is dedicated to studying ocean world beyond Earth, okay? So before this, NASA had not launched any such mission where they would be exploring ocean, okay, of any other planet, okay, or any other moon of any planet. So this is the first of its kind mission. Now Europa Clipper is the largest spacecraft, the spacecraft that has been launched. It is the largest so far built by NASA, okay? Now the mission has been built on the insights of NASA's some previous missions, Juno, Galileo and Voyager, okay? So Juno, Galileo and Voyager, these are the previous missions of NASA, and they had been conducted. Why had these missions previously had been conducted? These missions also explored Jupiter, okay? So from these missions, NASA has gained some informations, right? So these informations will now be used to guide this new mission, okay? Understood? Let's see the next point. Now some points are given here about Jupiter because this will be important for your static GK. Now Jupiter is the largest planet in our social system, you all know this. Some of the moons, important moons of Jupiter, you have to remember. The Galilean moons means they have been discovered by Galileo, okay. So it has been named like that. These moons are Io, Europa and Ganymede, alright. So Ganymede, Callisto, Europa and Io. These moons are Galilean moons, okay. They have been discovered by Galileo back in 1610, okay. Now what is great red spot? Let's see. Now on Jupiter, okay, on Jupiter there is a very large storm, okay, which is even larger than Earth, okay, and it has been active for the past 350 years. So this is so vast a storm that it appears like a red spot, okay. So it is called the great red spot. Magnetic field. Now, the magnetic field of Jupiter is 20,000 times stronger than Earth's, and it is the strongest magnetic field in the whole of the solar system. Okay, so remember this, Jupiter is the largest planet and it also has the strongest of the magnetic fields in our whole solar system. Okay. Now, Europa's ocean, Europa may have a subsurface ocean. That is why, they have launched this mission to see if there is any ocean in Europa, subsurface ocean, and if it is there, then there will be extraterrestrial life. So if they can discover some kind of ocean, then that will help in the future to discover if any extraterrestrial life exists. Okay. Now the next current affairs. PM Modi has inaugurated Asia's Pacific's first World Telecommunications Standardization Assembly. And where has this assembly been launched? This assembly is going on in New Delhi. Okay. And this is organized by the International Telecommunication Union. Remember, International ITU stands for International Telecommunication Union. Okay. And this assembly is being held at New Delhi. Okay. WTSA, that is the World Telecommunication Standardization Assembly. Okay. This is held every 4 years, okay. And why is this held? This is held to discuss about the future of our communication standards, the communications that take place, right, to discuss about the standards that will be maintained. So that is why this takes place. Okay, this year's theme is future is now. This is the theme. Now let's see some points regarding the ITU. Okay, this is again important for your static GK section. Okay, so ITU is a UN agency. It was established in 1865. Okay, it manages radio frequency allocation and technical standards. That means that this international, union, this what it does is that it manages radio frequency allocation. So you know that the various communications that we have, they operate at different frequency ranges, right? Like you have read in science also that microwaves operate at a different frequency range, then radio waves operate at a different frequency range. So whatever communication forms we use, so this union allocates the frequencies of those communications, okay, and they maintain the technical standards. Now ITU, the headquarter is in Geneva, which is in Switzerland. Okay, so remember this headquarter, it is in Geneva, Switzerland. And ITU currently is being led by Doreen Bogdan Martin, okay, and she is the first female Secretary General of ITU. So this name becomes important because she is the first female Secretary General. So this name becomes important, Doreen Bogdan Martin. Now let's see the next one. Rashmika Mandana becomes brand ambassador of Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. Cybercrime Coordination Center, the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, it is in short, it is called I4C. Okay, it was launched by the Ministry of Home Affairs, MHA. And why was it launched, this I4C? This was launched to combat the rising cyber crimes in India. Cyber crimes, the crimes that are taking place digitally, right, through computers and through, hackings are taking place. So cyber crimes, to prevent these cyber crimes and deal with these rising cyber crimes, this was launched, and Rashmika Mandana has become the brand ambassador recently. Okay. Now I4C, this provides a framework for the law enforcement agencies to coordinate and tackle cyber threats. So every law regarding this cyber crime is dealt with I4C. Okay. The Cyber Dost initiative, managed by MHA, promotes cyber safety and awareness. So this was another program launched by the Indian government called Cyber Dost. And what is Cyber Dost initiative launched, related with? It is related with cyber safety and awareness. Okay. Now let's come to the next current affairs. Omar Abdullah sworn in as Chief Minister of Jammu Kashmir. So Omar Abdullah, remember this name, Omar Abdullah has become the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, and he is the leader of Jammu Kashmir National Conference. Okay, Omar Abdullah is the leader of Jammu Kashmir National Conference and he is the new Chief Minister. And who is the Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory? It's Manoj Sinha. Okay, so Manoj Sinha is the Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory of Jammu Kashmir, and recently Umar Abdullah has become the Chief Minister. Okay, now Jammu Kashmir, have two capitals. Okay, remember the two names, Srinagar and Jammu. Now Srinagar is the summer capital and Jammu is the winter capital. Okay, Jammu serves as the capital between November to April, and Srinagar, it acts as the capital between May to October. Okay, let's see the next one. Indian Navy launches Samarthak. Remember this name, Samarthak. This is very important. Why? Because Samarthak is the first indigenous multi-purpose vessel. Okay, indigenous, what does indigenous means? It means made at home. That is, it has been built by India itself. Okay, so Samarthak is the first indigenously built multi-purpose vessel. Okay, what does multi-purpose vessel means? It means that a vessel that serves various functions. Okay, it serves different functions. Okay, now this has been launched at the L&T shipyard in Kattupalli, Chennai. L&T stands for Larsen and Turbo. You have come across this name, Larsen and Turbo. Okay, so Larsen and Turbo shipyard in Chennai, it has been launched. Samarthak is designed. What are the functions of Samarthak? We have seen that it is a multi-purpose vessel. So what does it do? It can, it serves various roles. It can do ship towing, it can launch targets, okay, and recovery options. Then it can operate uncrewed autonomous vehicles. What is ship towing? Ship towing means that it can, this vessel can pull or push, other ships. Okay, so suppose a ship is stranded somewhere and you need to, break it free. So this kind of vessels are used for pulling that ship out of that stranded position. Okay, then targets are launched on these vessels. Okay, Samarthak serves that also. And it also helps in operating uncrewed autonomous vehicles. Uncrewed autonomous vehicles are vehicles that do not need human service. Okay, so they function, or either they are computerized or they function on autonomous, that is, independent vehicles. Okay, so in operating this kind of vehicles, uncrewed autonomous vehicles, also Samarthak will help. Okay, now it will also serve as a trial platform for testing indigenous weapons. Okay, indigenous again means made at home, in this case made in India. Okay, next, Jannik Sinner defeats Novak Djokovic to win the Shanghai Masters title. Okay, so Jannik Sinner has defeated Novak Djokovic to win the Shanghai Masters title. Jannik Sinner, he belongs to Italy. Okay, so remember that Jannik Sinner is from Italy. He is an Italian tennis player. Remember this because in state PCS exams, often this kind of personalities are given and you're asked that where they belong to. Okay, so remember this. And he has clinched the men's singles title at the Shanghai Masters. What is Shanghai Masters? It is an annual tennis tournament for male professionals and it has been held in Shanghai, China. Okay, next. RBI appoints Partho Protim Sengupta as the MD and CEO of Bandhan Bank. Okay, so RBI has appointed Partho Protim Sengupta as the new MD and CEO of Bandhan Bank. Now, Bandhan Bank is headquartered in Kolkata. Remember, if you are a banking aspirant, this becomes important. Bandhan Bank is headquartered at Kolkata. It was founded in 2001 by Chandrasekhar Ghosh. Okay, so Bandhan Bank was founded by Chandrasekhar Ghosh in the year 2001. Next, 3 AI centers of excellence has been established. Where have they been established? They have been set up at AIIMS Delhi, IIT Ropar and IIT Kanpur. So in these three places, AIIMS Delhi, IIT Ropar and IIT Kanpur, AI centers of excellence have been set up. What are these AI centers of excellence? AI stands for artificial intelligence, right? And so what these centers of excellence, these are kind of research centers. Okay, so what will they focus on? They will focus on health, agriculture and sustainable cities. These are the three things that they will focus on, and they will do some researches. Okay, so they will drive researches, they will conduct researches, and find out new innovative technologies for economic development, and they will also make sure that public welfare is also addressed. Okay, so their research concerns with these three fields of health, agriculture, and sustainable cities, and this research, innovation, and economic development will also address the public welfare. Okay, next, International Day for Eradication of Poverty observed on October 17th. Okay, and this is observed so because to spread awareness about eradication of poverty in all its forms. Okay, so now in 1987, in the year 1987, on October 17th, what happened is that about 100,000 people, they gathered in Paris to honor the victims of poverty, violence, and hunger. So since this incident happened in 1987, in 1992, United Nations decided to observe this day, mark this day as the International Day for Eradication of Poverty. Okay. This year's theme was ending social and institutional maltreatment. Okay, maltreatment is poor treatment, bad treatment, right? So ending social and institutional maltreatment. Remember the theme. Next, Valmiki Jayanti 2024 has been also celebrated on October 17th. Okay, so Valmiki, he was a sage, right? This day is also called Pargat Divas. Okay, this honors the birth of sage Valmiki. It is believed that sage Valmiki has authored the epic Ramayana, right? So his birthday, this actually falls according to the lunar calendar. Okay, see, that according to the Indian lunar calendar, but we follow the Gregorian calendar. What is the Gregorian calendar based on? It is a solar calendar. Gregorian calendar is solar calendar, but Sage Valmiki's birth date, it falls according to the lunar calendar on the full moon day in the month of Ashwin. Okay. Now a temple of Valmiki is also located in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Next, Assam launches project to rejuvenate 129 wetlands with ADB support. What is ADB? Asian Development Bank, right? So why has Assam government done this? Assam government aims to revitalize 129 of its bills. Bills means wetlands, okay? To reduce flooding, to enhance fish production, to utilize these wetlands, okay, so that they don't go to wastage. This project is being implemented with the help of the Asian Development Bank, okay. So let's see a few more points about ADB. Now, Asian Development Bank was founded in 1966. Its headquarters is in Manila, Philippines. So this you have to remember, okay, Manila, Philippines, the headquarter of ADB, okay. Now, it has 69 member countries, 49 of which is from Asia Pacific region and 20 are from outside the region, okay. So 49 from Asia Pacific, 20 from outside, so total 69 member countries. Now, what is more important from your exam perspective is that recently Israel has joined ADB in September 2024 as a member country. Okay, so who has joined? Israel has joined when? In September 2024. Okay, so this is important point for your current affairs as well as for your GK. Okay. Now, Masatsugu Asakawa is the current president of ADB. Remember this name, okay? Masatsugu Asakawa is the current president of ADB. Now, ADB focuses on promoting social and economic development and eradicating poverty in the Asia Pacific region. So, Asian Development Bank's work to eradicate poverty and uplift them. All this function, this focuses only on the Asia Pacific region. Okay. Next, Indian Army launches events to commemorate Battle of Walong. Battle of Walong was fought in 1962. Okay, so Battle of Walong, this was a Sino-Indian war. Okay, so it was a war between India and China. Okay, this occurred in India and China. Remember this war. Okay, India and China in the year 1962. Okay, so Indian Army has decided that it will celebrate October 17th to November 14th. Okay, so that it can honor the soldiers who had fought this war. Okay, the battle occurred in the place called Walong, which is in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, and it is very near to our Indo-China border, the McMahon line. The McMahon line is the de facto line, right, between India and China, the border. So there it was fought. The Indian forces who fought this war mainly was from the Assam Rifles, and they faced off it against the China's People Liberation Army, PLA. Okay, let's see the next one. US to send THAR missile defense system to Israel. So India will send this THAR missile defense system to Israel. What is THAAD? The full form is very, very important. THAAD, THAAD stands for Terminal High Altitude Area Defense. Okay, it is designated to intercept missiles in their terminal phase. What does this terminal phase means? Okay, so let's see. First of all, these defense missile systems, what are they? What is the function of defense missile systems? These systems, they intercept, that is, they detect, if any foreign missile has been launched, then they detect it and then they destroy these missiles. Okay, so suppose some kind of threat missile have been, ballistic missile has been launched, so these defense systems, they destroy these missiles, okay, so that they cannot harm us. Okay, now this particular terminal high altitude area defense system, which India, US is to gift it to Israel, this will intercept the missiles in their terminal phase. So these ballistic missiles, when they are launched, they have three phases. Okay, we'll learn about this in detail a bit later. Okay, so the last phase is called terminal phase, and in this phase, this defense system intercepts this, that is, destroys the missiles. Okay, now some of the defense systems that India have, just to mention, India has the Prithvi air defense system and the advanced air defense. Okay, they intercept ballistic missiles. Okay, so they destroy these ballistic missiles. Now let's see the three phases of the missiles, because I have to explain this terminal phase. So for your understanding, just note this, okay, just listen to this carefully. Suppose this is a missile, okay. Now this is a missile, this is our atmosphere, okay. This is the atmosphere. Pardon my handwriting, please, okay. I'm writing it on computer, so it's a bit bad, okay. So this is the missile, okay. This is a ballistic missile, the threat missile, okay. Suppose this is going to be launched, okay. So when this is launched from a launch vehicle, it is given an energy, okay, with a motor. So this goes like this, the ballistic missile follows a path, a parabolic path, right? So this goes like this. So when this missile is launched in the first phase and it has not yet crossed the atmosphere, okay, so till this phase, this is your boost phase. This is the first phase, the phase from the beginning to about 3 to 5 minutes till it is still within the atmosphere, okay. See, boost phase launch to engine cutoff within the atmosphere. So the missile is still within the atmosphere. Now when it crosses this atmosphere and reaches this point in space, okay, it enters space, all these engines are cut off and now it has gotten energy. With that energy, it travels. It travels a path like this, and this phase, this whole phase is called mid course, okay, mid course phase. This is the mid course phase, okay. In this phase, this is the longest phase, it lasts about 20 minutes or so. So in this phase, what happens, this missile, it just follows its whole path, parabolic path, and then ultimately it reaches the uppermost point and then it starts to move downwards, and then finally when it again re-enters the atmosphere, it is called the terminal phase. This is, they are called RVs, but when they come back into the atmosphere, they are called returning vehicles or RVs, and when they again enter this atmosphere, this part is called the terminal phase, okay. This part, when it again enters back to the atmosphere, then after entering to the atmosphere, it will directly go and hit the target area for which it was launched, okay. So this last phase is called the terminal phase, okay. So warheads re-enters the atmosphere targeting the impact within less than a minute, okay. So that's this. So this THAAD missile defense vehicle, which is being gifted, this aims to destroy these missiles, ballistic missiles, in the terminal phase, that is the last phase, which I just now explained, okay. Now let's see the next one. BEML wins contract to develop India's first indigenous bullet trains. Okay, so India's first indigenously built trains will come up. Okay, BEML has already got the contract. What is the full form of BEML? Bharat Earth Movers Limited. Okay, it's a public sector company. They are headquartered at Bangalore, Karnataka, and they manufacture rail coaches. Okay, and they have been given this contract to developed India's first indigenous bullet trains. Okay. BEML manufactures all rail coaches. It also manufactures mining equipments, defense products. Okay. And this contract was given to them by the Integral Coach Factory. Integral Coach Factory is in Chennai. One important point about Integral Coach Factory you have to remember is that the Integral Coach Factory is the world's largest rail coach manufacturers. Okay, not only India's, it is the world's largest rail coach manufacturer. Okay, So that's it for today. The MCQs and the PDF will be given in the Telegram channel. The link is given in the comment section. Go to the comment section and join our Telegram channel as soon as you can, so that you get all the e-PDFs that we will be providing. Okay. Thank you everyone for going through this session, and if you have any doubts, please comment it in the comment section and we can pick it up in our next lecture. Thank you.